Hi friends! I hope you're all having a wonderful day and I hope you're having a wonderful week. I feel like I switch that every single time I say it. Like I feel like sometimes I say day first and sometimes I say week first. And I'm not really sure which I say more often or if I really just switched up either way. But hi, happy Halloween. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And yeah, let's get into this build. So if you watched my build from yesterday, which was the Light Witch apartment, you will know that today we are doing a Dark Witch apartment, and you'll also know that if you read the title of this video. But I'm really excited for this one. I did this one before I did the Light Witch one, but I thought that this one was more kind of Halloween-y, so that's why this one is up second. And I really hope that you're gonna like this. I really just am so excited for this build, and I had a lot of Halloween ideas, but I didn't have them until this weekend. I was kind of in a build block before that, and then all of a sudden I had so many apartment ideas and so many build ideas, but I decided that I wanted to do this concept where I built both of these apartments, and one is a Dark Witch and one is a Light Witch, and I'll tell you in a little bit that they have a storyline together. But I decided to go with this concept instead of like houses because I could get them both done in time for Halloween. So one went up yesterday and one is going up today, and I'm just really happy with how they came out and excited about this concept. So as you can see here, we are using these Realm of Magic counters and stove, and then the fridge is from Cottage Living, and then the upper cabinets I think are the Horse Ranch ones. I can't see them right now. And then we get a little counter over here that we end up putting some like front door kind of necessities on, like where you put your keys and your change. And then we use the paranormal curtains all over this apartment. And yeah, so the little like concept storyline that I have for these Sims that live in these two apartments is that I feel like the Dark Sim lived here first, and then the Light Witch Sim moved in, and they realized that they're both witch Sims because the Light Witch doesn't hide it, and the Dark Witch hides it. Like you'll notice that their witchy space is hidden in their apartment because they're hiding. They're not hiding, they're just subtle. Like they're not letting it be known that they are a Dark Witch or a witch at all. But the Light Witch is very open about it, very much, I'm a witch, let me help you. But this one is very much so, I'm a witch, but I'm in my own little world. I think they have kind of a tragic backstory, and let me know if you have any ideas for that. And also let me know if you want me to post on the gallery the Sims that I made for these two apartments, because I did make them for my own joy. But here you can see I did this kind of hidden bookcase door in this room and in the bedroom, and I did that off camera because I was really messing with it for a while and it just kind of added nothing to the video but annoyance, so I did not put that on camera. But I did make like this little bump out behind the bookshelf so that the shelf could go into the wall like the bookcases, and then there's a secret hallway from the bedroom into the magic room as well. But so these Sims were not friends at first. I think that the Light Witch Sim wanted to be friends, but the Dark one was like, no, I don't like you, you're too bubbly and happy and good, and I'm not. But then I think that over time they just kind of bonded, and they're having kind of an enemies to lovers, but it's not really enemies to lovers because the Light Witch was not the Dark Witch's enemy, and they weren't really enemies, they just weren't friends. But yeah, so they are gonna be friends and they're gonna fall in love, but right now I think they're working on it. And this witch, while the other witch is more of a seance, talking to ghosts, helping people with things like that, while that's kind of their sort of magic, this one is more into potions and making potions. So they do have a hidden potion room with a cauldron and a bunch of wands and potions. Not to say potions again, potions. But they do, that's what their space is like in this little room behind the bookcase store, which we do last, I believe. But here you can see the living room has come together. We use the paranormal sofa, which I think is stunning. And we use this Realm of Magic bookcase. The only trace of magic in the rest of this apartment, other than the magic room, is those little potions on that shelf. And I feel like they just don't have people over, so you can't see that shelf from the window, so she probably thinks it's fine. But then over here, we mess around for a minute and end up getting these cabinets in the potion room, and then we get some bookshelves from Realm of Magic and some counters with some clutter on them over on this wall, kind of like built-ins, and I think it looks really, really pretty, and I really like it. So this apartment, and again, like I mentioned in the last video, let me know if you and your builds, like if your builds have the same issue mine do, where when you're building them, it says like 20,000, for instance, but then when you post it on the gallery, it says 30,000. Let me know if that's normal or if my game just hates me, because this build in game mode is like 45,000 or like 42,000 or something, but on the gallery it is 53,980 simoleons, which seems a little steep for what this is. But you know, some of the Realm of Magic furniture is a little expensive, so maybe that's why, but I don't really understand it at all. So let me know if you do. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment technically, but you could make it a 2-bedroom apartment if you wanted to. You could put a bed in the cauldron room, but this is built at Stonestreet Apartments number 3 in Evergreen Harbor, and it is the apartment on the left of this building, while the Light Witch is on the right of this building. So you can see we're kind of going for a very stereotypical Dark Witch color scheme, which is like this dark woods, some like magical swatches of the Realm of Magic furniture, I was gonna say bookcases, and some plants, because obviously they need these plants for their potions. And I kind of wish that I had put a tiny planter pot in this build somewhere, like maybe in the potion room, so that they could grow some more like herbs and stuff that you need for potions. But I didn't think about that till it was too late. But here is the potion room. You can see we're not working on it yet, but you can see the bookcase here that leads to the little hallway behind the real bookcase that goes into the cauldron room. And I thought it was really realistic to do that, because I felt like if you have built-ins, a lot of the time you're going to have it in multiple places in the apartment. So I felt like the built-in bookcases needed to be in another space to be less suspicious. So that's another reason I did that. But also I did it because I had that bump out and I didn't know what to do with it, because I needed it to fit the bookcase and not have anything else in it. So I just decided to make it a little hallway into the cauldron room. I thought it was a cute idea and I really liked the way it came out. But now we are getting some clutter on these nightstands. We get some candles and we get, what else do we get? I don't really remember. I know we get the like watch and glasses. Oh, and another plant. And I really enjoyed using a lot of the Realm of Magic stuff because I don't use it that often. It's not super like usable with other concepts. I also really loved placing this item from the Everyday Clutter kit that has the kind of witchy jewelry on it. I thought that was a really cute idea. And then we go back into the rest of the house and start cluttering that up, because I realized that I needed more clutter. I was kind of popping around, decorating spaces as I had ideas for them and as I found furniture for them. So we get some more clutter over here on these countertops, and then we get some items in the kitchen on that little table, and I think it comes out really nice and I really like it. So I know that today is Halloween and Halloween builds are kind of over, but like I could probably make some of my Halloween ideas just into fall ideas. I think that that could possibly work. There are the little like hanging tea canisters with herbs and stuff in them. I thought that was perfect for this sim who definitely makes potions all day every day. And then we get an umbrella and we get a little table here, I believe, and then like these little shelves above the couch. I have to yawn, but I'm fighting it. Oh, we don't get a table here. We get this little stand for some plants and put more plants up here. And I think that it looks so cute, and I love it so much. I love the color scheme of this apartment. I think that I did a decent job with the different styles in both apartments. I think that if you were to look at this building with both apartments as a whole, you would did kind of understand what the concept was, which was Light Witch and Dark Witch, and that makes me really happy because, you know, you always want your concept for a build to come through and for people to maybe get the concept without you having to tell them what it is. That's kind of like the end all goal for a build, is for people to figure out what your idea was without you telling them and without the title maybe. I feel like if you looked at these apartments, you would think, oh, that's for a Dark Witch, oh, that's for a Light Witch. Like, you would know. And that makes me really, really happy and really proud. So now we are adding some clutter up here, and I do forget to clutter up the shelf above the fridge on camera, but it is cluttered in the uploaded version. And also I do notice, I don't know if you'll notice in the screenshots, but the bookshelves I placed up there are the same color. I do notice that after I post this build. Well, actually I didn't notice it then. I remembered that I did that when I was decorating the Light Witch one. I was like, I don't think I changed the swatch in there. So I do go back and change it, I think, or I will before I post this. I haven't posted it yet, but I will. We get this really pretty crystal light and some fruit over here, and then we add a couple of little bath mats that are like little rugs for in here at the stove and the sink, and then I think we move on. I did not clutter up the fireplace on this one because I kind of felt like this sim would get irritated if something was blocking the TV. That's why I didn't put anything on this fireplace, because I started to and I was like, I don't get the vibe that this sim would enjoy things blocking their view. I don't think that the other sim really cares. I don't think the other sim really uses her TV that much. But this sim definitely gives me like easily irritated vibes, which I understand. And then we do this cute little bathroom, and we get the vampires shower tub combo, and then the vampires, we use base game toilet and the vampires sink, I believe, which I think is really pretty. And we get like a ornate mirror above it, and then the bathroom shelf that I used in the other pack, or in the other build, I use here also. It's just such a good item, and it had the perfect like dark wood tone, and I just loved it so much. I had to take a drink of water and I forgot to stop my recording, so we're just going to continue, and hopefully you did not hear me just drink water. But we get a towel and another painting and a bathrobe, and then later we add a rug, I think it's later, and then we move on to finish up the bedroom and the cauldron room. And yeah, if you guys are dressing up for Halloween, tell me what you're gonna be. And also, I wanted to say that I really need more friends in Pokemon Go. I've been playing it since it came out, but I really, like, once or twice a year I get back into it a lot again. And I'm currently back into it right now because I realized that my mom's house is, like, her room is close enough to a Pokestop, and then also my apartment is right next to a new gym. And so I can like walk my dog and spin the gym and get stuff. And I really need new friends. So my trainer code is down below in the description underneath all my links, like underneath my Discord and Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. It's down there. That is my trainer code if you would like to add me and be my friend and get gifts from Texas. I would really love that because I have a quest to do a bunch of gifts. And so I would love to be your Pokemon Go friend and send gifts to each other from wherever we are. So if you would like some gifts from Texas, add me on Pokemon Go. I would love to be your friend. That would be really, really fun for me. So this is the cauldron room, and we're going to get these little stands here. I thought they looked kind of like sort of apothecary vibes, so I thought it would look really pretty, and I'm really happy with it. And then we start just adding only these up here, but I delete some of them and add some of the potions on this. Plus, they weren't lining up correctly, and I didn't feel like alt placing them with the other camera mode, so I just didn't. And then we get a bunch of wands in here on this shelf, and then on this beautiful fireplace that I never get to use because it does not fit anything ever. And then we get another shelf under these hanging herbs that we put a rainbow of potions on. I organized them by rainbow, and I think that it was really a cute concept, especially because I do imagine these Sims as both women who are falling in love with each other. So, you know, the little rainbow potions is just a little nod to that. And I thought that that was a really cute concept. And so here I am looking in debug for potions and wands. And that I think is the last kind of thing we add is all of the wands and potions. And the wands are going to be in different boxes when you download this, because they did all get deleted and put in my Sims inventory when I moved a Sim into the house. So they will be in different wand boxes, but I don't think you're going to notice that. And I did use one of the wands from one of the first wands from werewolves, because I thought that was, you know, fitting. And yeah, and here is the rainbow of potions. I do realize in a second that, hey, this is rainbow colors, so I'm gonna organize them to be rainbow. And so that's what I did, and I think it was a really cute concept. And we added another familiar orb over here. Like I said in the last build, that is their familiar, and the other one has a cat. But I am now on the screenshots, and I have talked too much, so I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.